Yo, what's up? Guess what? Right, nothing. I just checked your attention. You haven't responded with anything to me, and so I have to be all lonely today. And in my today's video shoot, tonight's video shoot, I say I'll be ranting about something as I always do. And my camera is set, my microphone is set. Actually, I'm using pegs to. I use peg to fix the cord of my headsets in order for that microphone thing to sit properly in my headphones at the angle that I want it. Now I set the things that way that I want it to be set, and now it's all ready for commence in my today's video shoot, and including me. I'm wearing pretty weird facial expression tonight because I'm not quite clean shaved yet, and it's because of being lazy and hate shaving as it occurred. When I started to shave more often, I tend to skip those practices if I'm not around public place or somewhere. I'm not gonna meet anyone. Let's say today I even neglected that meeting. Neglected, I mean I didn't shave because I wanted to shave, but I skipped because of being lazy again, and it's my regard that I always reveal once in a while of not wanting to do whatever, and that instance occurred to me with my shaving thing, that I wasn't lazy about it. So as I've got this preamble out of the way, let's proceed with the ramblings itself. It's not going to be like completely nothing related to and rambling related as I regularly do. It's going to be something interesting. I brought something for tonight, and I actually have something to show and tell. And guess what it would be? You'll never probably guess. I'm a very gifted guy to picture some random silly fluffy related to things, and fluffy related things without excuse me, I'm mispronounced some American piece. I'm all sad about that. I don't care. You know how it goes down, right? Blah 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 blah. I don't care. I love you all and stuff that goes along these lines. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to the track, I got sidetracked again by my going on a tangent today, and that got me. I went on a tangent finally, and I learned the cool word today. It's nearsighted. It's not to say that if the person who is nearsighted is completely good, it's bad. I mean I learned the word that I haven't known previously, and now I know. So is the person who has bad sighted. He or she only can see things that are near you, not or far away. That's how it's called, near-sighted person. I hope they'll never will, including me. I hope we'll never will be that person, kind of person. Though we'll see how our live tracks unveil. Anyways, getting back to the fucking track of today's video shoot, because I've been just sidetracked by myself again. I'm always getting sidetracked. We all getting sidetracked with being sidetracked, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, in all the absence of any other topics, let's do what I brought you for tonight. For tonight, I brought you these. I put it closer to the camera so that you will be able to see on your own eyes. I can't fucking believe this fucking happy coincidence. I got my eye inside this circle. It wasn't supposed to be that way from the very beginning. I didn't want it to happen. It's just, I don't know whether it's happy coincidence or not. We'll see in my future days. I don't want to be some Terminator thing, you know what I'm saying? Or any just android to being assembled out of some balls, screws, and the metal things and stuff that goes and falls along these lines, you know what I'm saying? Again, this is the nut. This is the female screw from my bath tube, from the hose of my bath. It's from the one end of my bath hose. If I'm not mistaken here, I guess I'm not, because or it kept the water mixer to the point that it should have been as I removed my very prehistoric water mixer with a pretty old one, but not prehistoric one. That's when I removed these and not this female screw. If you're native, correct me please, because I love corrections when I go from native speakers. I very rarely, if ever, I guess those corrections that I need so badly when I wanna that I want to be fluent completely, the full extent in my American, so like corrections when people correct me. So please bear with all these channel mood. Just correct me, have mercy on my soul, correct me, whether it's not or female screw. How do you call it in the United States? What do you call it in the United States of America? I only got that correction no later than yesterday's evening. The U.S., the United States of America, never United States of America, or U.S. without the U.S., the United States of America. So now I'm correct. So let's move on to this not or female screw, whatever. Just I need some outside observer standpoint, if you will, if you could. I'm begging you. So this female screw stems from my bath tube related issues. I removed it from my hose of my bath tube and bath hose. No, tube, bath hose. Okay, I removed it, and now it's pretty worn out with time, with no use, and it's worn out. It's like you will never get through the camera, but I'm telling you, it's pretty dirty. It's like everywhere, dirt is everywhere. It got stuck to the surface, to this shimmering surface of this nut. And if I had wrenched by my hand, I would if I had wrenched beside me, I would have unscrewed it. I would have unscrewed it, and yeah, and that way I would remove some dirty spots out of the surface of this nice nut or whatever female screw. Female screw is long. I'm pretty sure natives don't say that way. They say like 90%, or they say nut or whatever. Going back to the definition of wrench. If I had wrench right now, I'd unscrew it out of something, and that way I would have removed some dirt out of the surface of this nut. I intentionally put it 2 times in a row so that I would be able to memorize it deeply, how it goes automatically in American, almost automatically, because I like the way that things are automated. I mean, automated in my American going, like I go, like I'm not thinking even not too much, or just in even a second. I don't think it is go in my American. So back again to this nut. It has like grooves on the inner part of each side. It's for screwing it on and off. Now it's unscrewed, and it has those grooves. And still, shame on me, I don't still fucking know how it's called, those grooves for screwing things on and off. I'm gonna check this after finalizing my today's video shoot. Shame on me, but please bear with all this mess. So it has grooves on the inner side of it. It has dirt all around the circle on the inner side of the upper part of the inner side of this nut of this female screw, and as well as in the outer one. And the upper one, the upper side is also dirty with some tiny piece of shit on it. I didn't shit on it, but it has a dirty spot of shit. I'm kidding, it's not shit, it's some dirt of a known derivation and of a known kind. So it's kind of like resembling rusty spots, but those rusty spots of rust, they are everywhere, but they're not the same, not of the same type as those dirty spots, but they remind rust, but it's not rust. It's rust spots is separate, and the separate thing being here, but the dirty spots reminding rust of its color, relating to its color. That's there we have all those dirty spots reminding rust everywhere around the surface, throughout the whole surface of this nut, I should say. So it has what does it have? It has some flat areas on it for the wrench to go on those flat areas, and to flank it properly in order for the purpose of screwing it on, it off using wrench. those flat areas for better grip of wrench around this nut. I should say those flat areas. That's exactly for that purpose that I just said. And what else? They incrementally, those flat areas, they incrementally go into round surface, around and around and around, and all the way up to the upper surface. And then this upper rounding surface flanks to the upper flat area of this wrench, which is right on the top of this wrench. If we put it this way, like upside up and downside down. Excuse me, I'm mispronouncing something, but I would be kind of not caring about my pronunciation as I go. You know what I'm saying? So again, I said what I said, and the down part of this nut has pretty thin width, pretty thin and low width of its outer lower part. The circle that goes, the flat area circle that goes all the way around the lower down part of this nut is pretty of a low area of a low surface of a low surface square. The square of this surface of the down part of this wrench is low. That's what I wanted to say. If you got it, if I put it correctly, then I cannot fucking believe I did this. Excuse me. And so what do we have? Dirt everywhere, and this is metal thin. I like actually touching metal made things because they are nice to touch. They're heavy. These are like weight. It soothes my aching soul. Like if you can't believe that, then I applaud you. I like saying I applaud you. I don't know fucking why I like saying I applaud you, but I applaud you. So. This is a metal made thing again, and I like just the combination of words, metal made things. That's why I put it 2 times in a row, just for soothing my soul again and again. I won't put it any time more in this video because I don't know, weary too much, to annoy you too much. In this video shoot by saying the same words again and again, but it's pretty useful practice. If you say something 12 fucking times in a row, it gets stuck into your mind very deeply. You'll never fucking forget it. If you can get that technique, then again I applaud you. I don't know why I applaud you again, but I do that. So now can do. Getting back to this nut, it has its height, let's say for around half of 1 inch, and its its width, the hull width or hull detail, it goes like maybe around 2 inches or so. The upper part width is around 1.5 inches, and the area that lowers all the way down and gets to the lowest position of the lower area of this nut, it goes to the figure of maybe 2 inches, as I said, to the degree of 2 inches of being that wide. And I said about width, I said about height, and the side thickness, the general side thickness, because it varies from the down part to the upper part of this nut, but the thickness of the side, bearing in mind the fact that it varies. Though I say the average thickness of each side, I gauge it something like 1/10 of 1 inch, and if so, if it gets that point, I'm not sure. Maybe it's even less or more slightly. I don't have any gauging tools by my hand right now. Do you see any? Do you? You don't. So right, I'm not having any one of those so far. To this point, I haven't brought it yet in my today's or any video shoots that I posted here on YouTube. So giving back it made out of aluminum remaining metal, or maybe it's combined with some steel structures to steel related material. And what else it has? It's shining, shimmering. I like the metal made things. The way they fucking shimmer. I cannot talk for any longer. I'm kidding. I can't. I'm just pretending like I cannot, but I can. I have to get over that hump of being able to speak at a certain length, and when I get further, that's when I grow, and you grow along with me. Listen to my shit. You're exposed to listen practice of some shit related materials, and that way you develop your resistance to shit related materials by going through my materials on this channel that I put you on right now, that I'm exposing you to on this channel. So no can do. Again, if I was the boss of some plant that produces metal things, I would build some assembling line that would be able to produce those things like on a regular, in a mass production way, without putting too many costs into the process of production, removing some not needed phases out of production process, and only putting those ones that require minimum efforts and minimum cost. I call it minimum MVP, minimum valuable product. I would bring this not to the extent of being minimum valuable product, or it's being able to serve for its purpose nicely and fitting it 100% and not costing too much in mass production or during producing it on assembly line, or as a mass production process or thing being it itself, without any redundant fluff around that point, being pitched or not being pitched. Just get it as is, as I said it, and I guess I said it, or just not being fully stuffed with some tiny particularities. But what I wanted, I said it pretty, like, I don't know, maybe 60% of what I wanted. Let's see what can I wring out of this item. If I were the boss of this metal made things producing plant, I would reduce its cost by not saving money on materials, on salaries of its employees. I would save costs by reducing expenses at our factory if I had it. Again, I hope I will. The plant owner in my future, in my middle run, I should say, I definitely will. If God allows me, we'll see. So far, I'm doing well. I hope I will. So that way, I would reduce the cost I would reduce cost expansion of the production process. I would reduce that cost expansion production cost expansion. I would produce cost expansion in production process as it goes to my it might go to my assembly line at my factory that I would have been the owner of. And what else? We got its economical side. We've got it out of the way. We've got its literal physical derivation side. We've got it out of the way. And what else? If I were a magic man, I'd probably put this knot on the finger of some mythical creature, and this ring would give that creature the ability to just rule the globe in a good way and solve those issues around the globe, doing good things, kind things, solving some unsolved problems on humanity and some living things on earth, and human beings, including me and you. And again, if I were a magic man, I would connect this thing to something good, and by this, let's call it ring, magic ring. We call it, it's not not anymore or female screw, it's magic ring for some mythical, ever existing, just whatever, almighty, omnipotent, or something living one that could or can solve our problems, including floods, dryouts, tornadoes, storms, that magical character would remove those ones out of our lives by using this magical ring, as I call it right now. So it's been so enlightening. I know can do again. It's my voice, my American, my attempt on speaking fluently. Excuse me, my American. But it's been something for your soul. I hope I touched your soul by making these ramblings. You have my permission. Again, go in this comment section down below, put whatever you wanted to put there, and do that just seamlessly, not having mercy on my soul. Whatever, if you're a Native American, I would be especially pleased to see your opinion, your feedback, how I'm doing my American, whether I'm good, whether I'm not. Again, it only goes personally to my world of my American. And if you are not on the same side with me, not on the same page with me, you have my permission not to comment me in any way at all. So that's about it. Keep practicing your American, whatever language you like in your life. Be good, never give up, never step out of your own life track. Whatever you say, do it your own, and only go to the things that you want, and you will get them. I promise you will. So again, pleasure, and keep practicing. Bye.